So this is as far as I've got so far with the build. You can see I'm on a trailer here. It's a car transporter trailer that I've had to extend because it just wasn't quite wide enough, and so I've added in this metal addition here that runs along and supports the back wall. I've boarded up underneath and I've got most of the subfloor in. Normally the floor would be put on first before the walls go up, but because of the panelling that I'm going to use, I've had to put the structure, sort of lock the structure in to the floor joists just to minimize the amount of weight of additional members underneath. So you can see that all of the wall joists are set back slightly. They'll have this profile of steel sat on the ledge that's left here, and then the steel and insulation panels can fit onto there and be attached to the uprights, and they'll form part of the structure in connection with the uprights. So what that's meant is that I've reduced the height generally to accommodate the extra weight of these panels, and so I'm going for a sort of regular roof shape over the main part. This bit here will raise up a bit higher than it is already, and will stick out over the front at this height, and then there'll be another bed up in there with this area underneath. This area here underneath will be enclosed. So these are the panels that I've got, which are steel with foam insulation. So these are technically warmer than most brick built houses, but they are heavy, so I'm having to accommodate for the extra weight, and I've had to change the design to do that. And these will sort of sandwich onto the outside of the structure and help to create more strength for the whole thing. So I've just done my first cut through the steel, twin-walled steel and insulating board, and that proved to be very easy indeed, using this little Evolution saw with a multi cutting blade and my little Jenny. So now the second panel is just going on. It's not quite fitting yet, but we'll get there with a little adjustment. First panel is on, and I'll show you how they are attaching. So we've got this guttering that goes round with a drip ledge underneath. There's the drip ledge under there, and then the uprights are just snugly fitting to the back of the panels, and as you can see it's not quite fitting in that corner. A little bit of jiggery pokery to get that right. This one is just slotted in perfectly, and that will make the whole build much faster, and when these metal sections are in, then a lot of strength will come in really quite swiftly as well. We may end up with a bit of a window here, so there is an issue of possibly cutting that down a bit. So from here you can kind of see how it's starting to take shape. These panels will pop in all the way round with cutouts for windows, etc., and it should come together pretty swiftly.